love shooting gun back in. Love chasing 10 I think don't you grab it.
Hey, welcome to Lobster Magnet and Friends. I'm here with my buddy Goro Gregoro.
Yes, that's Zavel,
Yes.
Good evening, folks.
and that's
You know,
Lobster also.
I bet you like someone's gonna someday, like when we have the Sele videos, then they're everywhere. Someone's gonna say, "Oh man, I want to know what Zavel looks like," and it's like that's not a secret, man. There's like 5 billion videos where you can see his face.
Yep.
But anyway, we are here to talk about the most action-heavy chapter of Promised Neverland that we have ever seen. So, guys, what did you think of the kids stuck in the woods battling it out with the demons?
God, that was weird. Like, that is the closest we felt. I feel like we are to them getting like superpowers. Was the like multi-purpose guns?
Yeah, that was interesting. That like Emma has like the 4 guns. Like, if there was ever something that felt like it was just like begging to be like, it's probably the most cosplayable thing that we've seen in the series.
Yeah.
It's acceptable. Like, it doesn't feel like it breaks the series. But yeah, it's definitely the most action-heavy we've ever seen it. And I do like the sort of like quasi-survival horror aspect, and the fact that like Ray's like counting his bullets, and he's like, we learned something interesting, but I only have 37 bullets left, and this is only the first day.
Yeah.
It's very funny. Like, we compared this series to Death Note in some ways. Like, imagine like in Death Note later on, like a light is just like being chased by the cops, and he has like machine guns like strapped to him. Like, this is kind of like what it feels like from transitioning to all these crazy mind games to just like survival horror. Like,
yeah, that's an interesting.
Yeah, but it's a weird kind of survival horror. I don't think I've ever seen like tear gas, bubble guns. I don't know. This is just.
It's like sci-fi.
This is anime survival horror.
Anime survival horror, where they're like jumping from treetops to treetops, like so easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does feel. It's weird, like, cause like, I don't think it was like anything about this like breaks the series, and it wasn't
I don't think so.
Terrible, but I wouldn't ever call it bad, but it does feel like very different than what we've like come to expect from the Promised Neverland. And like in some ways, there's that piece of artwork with like Emma wearing like a demon mask, and she has a sword, and she becomes like a teenage sword ninja, and like something like that would break the series. While this hasn't, but it does feel like a little bit weird, just because it's like something that we're not used to, and we're not quite sure we want it from the series.
Yeah, again, it's one of those things where I feel like it was pulled out of nowhere, and I'm a little irritated about that.
What, just the guns, or like fighting the demons?
Yeah, like we saw them take the guns, but there was never any indication that they would do anything other than shoot bullets.
Well,
like, just a couple.
There was that one gun that was like mysterious, like, oh, we gotta take that one.
There was like Ray's gun. Only Emma's gun is the only special gun. And I can accept that like, it is the 4 things, and it feels like it was kind of like built up to like special bullets. And, there's not even like mystery, like, about what they have. There's like a scene where like, Rufio says that pistol is the one that has trick shots, flash, bang, tear gas, and the capture net. So now we know them all. It's not like I have to use that bullet.
Oh yeah. Okay. At least there's that. And hey, I have to say, I like Rufio a little better.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that he has been like Home Alone for the last 10 chapters, I guess I feel a little better now that he's kind of like gotten them back a little bit. I never feel like they're in danger, but now I just feel like it's a game of like one-upsmanship. So at least there's some kind of stakes there, and like they're just gonna try shitting on each other for the next arc as they try and make their way through this forest. This just feels like a prank war, but piranhas are legal. Like, got you. I put piranhas in your bathtub.
Oh no, my skin is gonna be eaten alive. That's not very funny.
What? You put boiling water on top of the door in a bucket? That's so you.
You put bleach in my whatchamacallit contact lenses. Oh, that's.
So I'm a little on board now that there's like even low stakes are stakes. So I'm here for that.
I did love that one panel where he's just kind of looking a little frumpy, and then the demon comes behind him, and then he just takes it out in one shot.
Yeah.
Although there's the part of me that wonders if like Rufio is like this casual and this like kind of badass, why are you screaming about PTSD? I hope there's like a payoff where like the poachers are like next level cruel smart demons.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Hopefully we see that. So also another kind of interesting.
I just want to point out like why is he getting so obsessed with his why is he so cool, calm, collected in this environment and, has PTSD when he's back in the bunker? I think because this being alone and, like, the sense of, like, our normalcy is, like, the crazy environment to him. This is normal for him. I think he's, like, his circuitry in his mind is, like, switched in some aspects. That's why... I think he's like that, in a sense.
Well, we'll see if he gets like a good backstory. There's an opportunity to like, there's like, what's good here is that like we're now sort of starting to see interesting possibilities that can be paid off. Hopefully, it follows through with them, and we get good stuff. Like Isabella or Ray being Isabella's child was a great payoff, and the idea that like building up in the sense that like he's casual in this environment, but like there's something worse that caused him to be like completely traumatized in PTSD, and maybe the idea of like human contact is what triggers it because he's suppressing all those emotions. But we'll have to wait and see. Like Rufio's a character I'm like rooting for, and he's like climbing a little bit after being wet bandited for like 5 chapters.
I'm just
like
gonna
that
point
verb.
out that we shouldn't have to say that kind of thing in this manga. We should never have to feel like there is a comparison to a 90s kids movie in a horror manga about demons eating children.
Yeah. We need to remove that the further we get from that, the better. Because, like, the longer we, like, have that, like, the kids can do it. Kids rule. Adults drool. And then Emma, like, drops, like, Nickelodeon green slime on him.
Yeah.
The closer it feels to that, the more it feels like it's wasting its potential. But it was definitely like interesting to see like that Promised Neverland can do actiony stuff without like breaking itself and like losing the core appeal.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, I am disappointed though.
It was a fun chapter, right? Like them being chased around, them like sort of dodging the trees. Like it felt a little bit like out of like not normal, like Promised Neverland at all. But like it's still kind of fun to see them like weaving through the trees and like shooting at the demons, trying to duck and dive and dodge and stuff.
Well, here's my question. What do you think of the interesting insight that we have with demon biology, that I guess there's a center eye, and assumingly, like, let's see if you interpret this the same way I did, that, like, the revelation they have is that, like, the reason why they have those masks where they have the 2 eyes is that because I guess the center eye is in between it?
I guess.
Maybe, and that, like, assumingly all the demons have, like, multiple eyes, even the intelligent ones, but, like, I guess in the center they have like the area where you want to that's how you kill them.
I could see that. Maybe it's like where their brain is, like behind that eye.
Yeah, and then like I guess in the middle between the 2 eye slots is where the center eye is, and that's how you kill them.
I did fucking love the cannibalism. That I was kind of wondering, it's like, oh man, it's gonna be one of those weird like voracious monsters who just eats everything, including including the other like critters. It's like that's kind of cool.
They'll eat anything. Hey, if we can't get children maiming, at least we'll get some monster gore. Nom, 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 nom. Hello,
Yum, yum, yum.
guys, are we happy? Emma got her first like kill on a demon. Doesn't that feel a little bit satisfying? Like that was a
That
pretty
is
cool
kinda
pan.
my only complaint though is that like I hate the bow and arrow. Like I'm sick of girls
Katniss
with bow and
Everdeen?
arrows. Yeah,
Yeah.
Katniss Everdeen, Merida, Laura Croft. It's like there's like, come on, give
multiplying?
her something else. Like, have you ever? God, like if I was doing affiliate things on this one, I could have a. Have you guys ever heard of Nerf Rebel?
Yes.
Oh, that's the Nerf thing with the Nerf bow and arrow.
Yeah, exactly. It's like basically a Nerf brand for like more girl oriented. So it's like yeah, you could be Katniss, Nerf Rebel, woo.
Well, I don't know why. I understand I understand your complaints about that, but like
It doesn't
why
bother me.
why does the bow and arrow have why does the bow and arrow have to be like hated on so much? Like it's a weapon.
I don't think anyone hates it as much as I do. I just hate that it's like played out, and that it's like the female rebel weapon of choice, and like I'd like something different.
Well,
Yeah, it's being used a lot is my problem. That's just it.
what would you prefer? She use like a gun?
I don't know. I was pretty okay with the 4 steampunk special weapon gun, but I won't deny it was nice to see Emma get her first kill and to not see her be traumatized by it and sort of like oh my god, I killed a living thing.
Yeah.
I
mean, do those really count as living? Do they?
The demons, the demon wolfbacks. It's more living than I guess what she hunted for earlier, right? I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe the demon, squirrel monkey had like little baby demon squirrel monkeys in its like pouch, and they're just like,
No.
What?
You don't see that? Like Emma looks behind and she sees it and sees these little baby demon squirrel monkeys, and they're just like,
Oh my god, I don't know how I
really
feel
just
about
want you to
that.
never make that noise ever again. I mean, that's really what I want out of my life right now. I feel like that shouldn't be hard.
Fine,
Well,
fine. But they're ugly and they're mean, so that they can go die, with impunity.
Yeah. Yes.
have we ever made any distinctions besides what's her name, Musica and Songju?
No.
Like male and female demons yet?
Not yet. I don't know, I don't know, maybe all the female demons are like very pretty, and that's why I'm kind of like hoping we get better classifications in terms of like what's going on with all these demons. There's still no explanation as to like why music is so human and everyone else is not.
Yeah, I'd love to see why the hell that is.
Hopefully we'll get it. So, all right. So I think we've covered most of the bases. This was a decently constructed action chapter. What would you guys rate this?
7.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give us. Actually, considering the last couple chapters, I'm gonna give it an 8.
Yeah,
Really?
I agree. I think it was a solid piece of manga. I definitely enjoyed it. It was something that we've never seen in The Promised Neverland. It's probably the scene that, if a good studio gets there, to chew on it, it'll be an amazing scene when it's animated.
Yeah.
I'm still not completely sold yet. I think it's slowly building up, but not as quickly as you guys are saying it's building up.
I'm surprised. I thought you'd be higher. You'd be like an 8.5 or whatever. And oh, it's so cool. They're running around in the trees and they've got, they're using their skills and they're learning on the fly. And Rufio's shit pranking them.
I just feel it's like it feels a little bit awkward in my mind, like they're using their kind of like Death Note analysis stuff while like doing all these crazy acrobatics like through the trees and like shooting at them like sort of accurately. Like they're like all of a sudden these kids are like super like athletic like soldiers, like able to gun down demons and like think on the fly, like super analytically, not even panic that much at all.
Well, remember, they did practice with a lot of tag.
True.
I hate you.
Like, I kind of wanted like the kids to have like a more like panicked, fearful reaction, I suppose, but like in their brains, like have them more fearful and panic, but not like they're. It seems like in their minds they're like very calm. They're like calm, collected, and able to do all these athletic things at the same time.
My justification to that would be like we kind of got that last chapter when like they're completely panicked and they have that like fake out panel of like Emma getting her head chewed off, implying that like she'd reached that point, that freak out point, but then like it's sort of like, you know, fight or flight instinct, and now she's kind of flighting while fighting.
Yeah, I mean, we did have that moment, but I feel like maybe there wasn't enough like there wasn't enough build up to like them being able to progress to this level of like fight or flightness.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue that like, you know, oh, maybe they should have like a training sequence where they like learn how to shoot the guns or whatever. But
or like a talk through of like, you know, we have to, you know, shut down our fear and panic in order to survive. It's like absolutely necessary. We need to be able to do all these crazy athletic things while being able to think in a calm, collected manner.
Basically, you're telling me like what you would have liked better is if they had like a scene like that Dr. Stone one from like a couple weeks ago, where like, you know, Kinro's like you know, you must use you know, your emotion, quiet down your emotions and your heart and whatever to you know, use your reason to beat the powers of nature.
Something like that, I suppose. Not exactly that, but yeah, I see what you're going with that.
I don't know, Greg. I'm surprised. There's a lot of cool monster art. I thought that would have like raised it higher for you.
I mean, I didn't dislike it that much, but I mean, I only dislike it 0.5 below your guys' score, so I still like that a lot. I think it's going in the right direction, though. It's good.
Yeah,
it's a minor complaint. That's why I lowered it.
Nah. All right. So I think that about covers up our thoughts. Any final comments on Promise Never TPN before we bid these fine people who have decided to spend whatever time listening to us adieu?
No, I think that's it.
It's cool art. Cool art. Very good art. I like the.
All right, guys,
art.
go get your like, you know, your steampunk Emma multi-bullet cosplay sets ready. You know, I was very disappointed by the lack of Promise Neverland cosplay. Although, if you look it up now, you'll see like Japanese people are doing it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, man. Oh wait, is that like a oh, that's an American girl.
You know, I think the bow and arrow is actually can be pretty iconic for Promise Neverland too.
No, it can't, because everyone else has used it.
Yeah, but they got the white farm uniforms and everything.
But they're not wearing that anymore. They have their like rugged survival gear, and none of that like screams like, oh my god, that's a costume I want to wear.
Okay, fine. I just imagine they're like all in like they're still dressed in white still, like in the farm for some reason.
I don't know. They got like rugged survival things. They got their little coats and whatnot. We'll see if they get like, you know, anime uniforms. But you know, right now their uniform is just like, you know, freaking rain gear.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you for spending your time with us. Give us comments. Give us likes. Give us subscriptions. And remember, lobsters and tennis, but don't you grab it.
Lobsters made of iron, lobsters made of ice.